Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've got a really compelling contest here. A team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle, as we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The TCU Horned Frogs offense trots out there to open this game. There's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play. Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense. Because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Boise State's offense comes out for their first possession today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team. It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gives it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. The back's got it. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The sure hands. It's Janti. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's reeled in. It's Janti. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And the Broncos come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Hands it off on the counter. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. The Broncos looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BSU.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Horned Frogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Hoover. Bringing pressure. Quick completion to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
And the Horned Frogs will try to keep this drive moving. They'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. It's a draw play. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
The defense was definitely not expecting the run here on this 3rd down, Chris, and it allowed the back to hit the hole with little resistance. You can't get away with that every time, but it paid off here.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The Horned Frogs will crank up the tempo. Dropping back. It's Hoover. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
So a field goal attempt coming up now. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. And that is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Whoa, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll run it here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. He's looking to scramble. The quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Snags the quick throw. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
So, Kirk, Boise State is in front. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. TCU 0. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And the Broncos pick up enough yardage for a first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. On the ground, it's Dejounte. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The ball is caught. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. On this drive, they converted twice on third down. They need 6 yards here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
Very efficient on third down, and now it's first down and goal. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is showing up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the important point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
To the air, it's Hoover. Receiver makes the grab. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
He hands it off from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's right. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Horned Frogs line up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. The pass rush closing in. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on 1st and goal, and you throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
And the Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Janti. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. Tackle at the 35. Good enough for a 1st down.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Here comes a handoff. They've got him down out near the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, all week, your defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The Broncos looking to keep this drive moving. Play action here on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Broncos hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll use the ground game here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Hoover. Here's the throw deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
Looking to chuck it again. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught near the sideline. It's Richardson.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. No problem. Knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Bajante. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the 1st down marker. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch on the comeback route. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
Well, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
The Broncos with 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the wideout. And he'll get there. Touchdown, BSU. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And they go up 18 after the PAT. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. And the gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Game moves the ball to the 38. Another 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Finds an open target on the left side. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A completion sets up a second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Receiver makes the catch, and he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. And they've got him, the defense making a statement on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. A quick juke. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Let's fly to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position down to the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Broncos line up on 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They call the draw play here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The Broncos are in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. The ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play. The ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. To the air, it's Hoover. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen. Because he was so quick to react, when the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking for a gap. It's Cook. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Third down coming up after that running play. Can he get there on the ground? Stout defense. They stuff him from this angle. I don't think he got the 1st down.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Here's the 2nd down play. Give it to the back again. Now juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Handing off on the draw play. Finding space at the 20. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
And the Horned Frogs moving quickly down the field here. Takes the handoff. It's Cook. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. It's Hoover. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Hand it off for a draw. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. To throw, it's Hoover. Pressure. There's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. So Kirk, Boise State is in front. This has been a beatdown, and the stats at the end of 3 reflect that. One quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. And the Horned Frogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. So the touchdown taken off the board by the offensive pass interference penalty. What a huge call in this game. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Using his legs, it's Dejounte. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Keeping it on the ground here. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Try and muscle for the first down. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And the Broncos will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to flip the field here. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the TCU offense takes the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
First down. Looking to throw the football. It's caught. Brought down after the catch, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Quick throw, the catch is made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw again. Catch made on the out route. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. To throw, it's Hoover. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Ujunti. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Defense is coming after him. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Ball handed off. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he dumps it off to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. QB decides to keep it here. Already got the 1st down, but looking for more yardage. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
The Broncos come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the 1st. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Boise State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to put this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Just gets in the way, taking a shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Cook. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw yet again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw, bringing pressure. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas Christian. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's good. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And now the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete. That will do it. Game over.